Groups in Poland, China, the USA, Russia and Italy. And come this evening here, we'll be very close to knowing which nations go to the grand stage in Tokyo. Brazil looking to land the first blow. The two-time Olympic champions will reload again. Backcourt hit from Gabi. The hosts have the first point. They're looking to take another giant step back to the big time by making it 2 wins from 2. Azerbaijan know this is absolutely win or bust for them. Gabi had 14 points yesterday, 10 out of 15 of her attack hits landing. This one looks successful. It is challenged, but to no avail. Brazil have the first point on day 2. Rene's serve is long and it was floating towards the back corner. Alieva thought twice about it before stopping it. A chance to set right on top of the net now on this near side. A right-hand rasper from Tandara Kaisheta. She was in fine form yesterday as well. One of 3 players to score in double figures. Lorene, who's on serve, was the other one, along with Gabi. Rahimova coming in. No touch off the defense, so Brazil have won each of the first 3 points. Rahimova's just not quite got it together yet. Here in Uberlanja. 11 points, a team high yesterday, but only 10 out of 27 spike attempts, and missing her first of this one. Here she goes again to try and make amends. This time a touch of finesse over the top of the falling yellow wall. Azerbaijan on the board. Just had to be Polina Rahimova. Backcourt hit. Really well dug out, but Rahimova couldn't get there after the tremendous work down on the deck from Azimova. Brazil just with too much power early on. Tandara's serve. 4 of the first 5 points for the hosts. That one floats long. Rahimova there scored that phenomenal average through the first stage of the World Championships last year of 23.6 points per match. Her spike success rate in that competition was 54.4%. She's nowhere near that so far here as she gets shut down by the double block from Brazil. Rahimova rocked and rattled as Brazil build a big yellow wall. Snapshot this time right on top of the net for Hasanova. Azerbaijan just looking to stay in the fight as these two trade early blows. Brazil have led by as many as 4. As many as 3, I beg your pardon. Gabi, now they're back up by 3. The falling finish from Gabi. She's picked up right where she left off yesterday. Couple already after 14 against Cameroon. Brazil helping Azerbaijan out with a few service errors though. It's really the only way that Azerbaijan have been able to stay in touch. In open play, Brazil have been dominant. Right over the top of the net, Mara too hot to handle in the backcourt, despite somebody getting down to it quickly. Here's Alieva helpless. Gabby on serve now. Had 3 aces yesterday. Down the line, Hasanova's got a couple for Azerbaijan as they close the gap to a couple again. His team not able to pull away despite so many promising moments. Lena Hasanova to serve, the 23-year-old middle blocker. Good return, right on top of the net, tipped over by Tandara. A chance to load on the far side, though, for Azerbaijan. Helped up right off the deck by Makris. Into the top of the net. They'll get down to it with Leia Silva, the libero. Far side, drill to the backcourt. Rahimova couldn't deal with it. And Azerbaijan can't deal with the 2-time Olympic champions. Fantastic offense, but built off a foundation of incredible defense. The score for Loreni Geraldo Teixeira. But it was the defensive actions before that of Leia Silva and Macris Carneiro that were most to be admired.
A número 8, a bola mais rápida. Então você tá com a número 5 na ponta, você vai ter que ficar no primeiro tempo para ir pro segundo. Não pode fazer isso aí. Vamos de novo. Atenção, vai manter. Leia, não pode tocar no chão essa bola. Tá? Tem que segurar. Essa saindo da 4, fecha o corredor dela, deixa ela vir para dentro. Bora.
These fans in Uberlândia have made this a fantastic setting yet again for the second night of 3 in a row. A sea of yellow surrounds the court. And a sea of yellow offense is crashing against the banks of Azerbaijan right now. Tandara Kaisheta just about dealt with. Rahimova from the static position finds a way to fire it through everybody. Azerbaijan showing their resilience. And Rahimova showing what she is capable of, finally getting up and running. Tandara tips it over the block. Azimova sets it with the long pass and the one-on-one opportunity. It was Lorene who came out on top. Isolated against the attack hitter. But the Brazilian with the big intervention, penetrating the net so well. Lorene, this time showing what she can do on offense. A rocket of a right hand, right to the backcourt. Unstoppable. 97.2 kilometers per hour. Azimova's set, tipped by Abdulazimova. Samadova against the double block. Rahimova just looking to keep it alive, tipped over the top. The last touch was off the Azerbaijan player with the ball out of bounds. Brazil now creating a bit of a gap here. Going on a run on the serve of Lorene Geraldo Teixeira, who has put together some fine moments in this run. Not just with her serving, but her attack hitting and blocking coming to the fore early on. Samadova from the 3-meter line. Back set to the far side, open spot on the floor, exploited by Ana Beatriz. Brazil building up steam. Building a pretty sizable lead as we approach the midway point of the first set, and one that will force Azerbaijan to call a timeout.
Try to set better, okay? If
the ball is a little bit far, in beaten to Polina, and Polina spike 1-6, not 4-5, okay? Come on.
Brazil doing exactly what they did against Cameroon here yesterday in front of these fans. Cameroon weren't allowed more than 16 points in any of the 3 sets. And Brazil so far doubling the tally of Azerbaijan in the early exchanges of this one, 12-6. And all of their big offensive weapons firing. Lorene, the most dangerous of those weapons right now, on serve again. Rahimova. Azerbaijan have a big gun of their own. Rahimova starting to heat up. They close the gap to 5. She's got 3 of their 7. Serve reception just about recovered right at the net. Tipped over the top. Diving save by Alieva. Had to be helped over on the final touch. Brazil can set. Back set to the far side. Squeezed down inside of the double block by Ana Beatriz. Brazil back up by 6 again. They got side by side the 2 blockers, but they didn't penetrate the net, and by that I mean get their arms angled down over the top of it to limit that gap, and you could see how much space there was for Ana Beatriz to squeeze the ball in between the Azerbaijan players and the net. Backcourt hit from Tandara, who brought everything arriving down the pipe. Bang! Exploding through the seam of the double block, which was barely given time to form. Brazil up by 7. Alieva across court, buried at the feet of the Brazilian libero Leia. Serve Azerbaijan well to get some other scorers up and running, because the majority of their points so far have come from Rahimova and Brazilian errors. There's an error from Azerbaijan. Brazil looking comfortable. 1 point away from the second technical timeout, which comes when the leading team hits 16 points. Hasanova kept up in the backcourt. Gabi to strike it from the static position, off the block and out of bounds. And Brazil lead by 8 to the second technical timeout of the first set. It was a mountain to climb from the start for Azerbaijan. It's just got a little bit steeper.
Vocês bloqueando para antes, se a base passar. Mas dá essa variação, viu que a bola 5 é mais alta, dá para esperar um tiquinho para chegar, e a bola tá curta. É a bola alta, ela morre um pouco antes. Dá Paula, não passa não. A Rô defende bem o corredor lá. Tá, Rô, canta para ela. A outra é diferente, a 8 vai pro corredor. Essa não.
Olha! Paula, mas deixa assim.
So much to enjoy over the last 2 days for these Brazilian fans here in Uberlândia at the arena at Sabia Zeno. Their team looking in a ruthless mood again, leading Azerbaijan 16-8 off the back of the second technical timeout in the opening set. Azerbaijan looking for a captain's intervention from Alieva, stopped in the backcourt against the block and out of bounds. The attack was a quick one taken on by Gabi Guimarães, not allowing the blockers time to angle those forearms across and down. Mara's set to the far side. Lovely slice across court from the substitute Paula. In the game and in with a bang. Paula Borgo Bedani Gedges, who was Brazil's second top scorer at the Nations League earlier this summer. Brazil up by double figures here. And that's going to be a reach over called against Azimova. There is every chance that this could be the most dominant of all sets so far here in Uberlanja. Azerbaijan, to try and stop that occurring, they're going to talk things through here. Giovanni Caprara calling the timeout.
In defense, not in difficult, they put the tip. So ready, quick to defense and set. Okay. In block, in high ball, straight and go. Okay, and stop. In attack, when we spike, sometimes we change the shot, not only strong, in the middle of the court.
Hey!
Azerbaijan were able to get at least 15 points in each of their 3 sets yesterday against Dominican Republic. They're nowhere near that tally in the opening set of this one today. Brazil's biggest set win yesterday was 25-13. They're ahead 19-8 in the opening set here, and showing absolutely no signs of slowing down. Tandem attack, Rahimova. Was it a miss hit? It was. Didn't get a touch on the way through. Just long from Rahimova, who is still struggling to find her range. We've seen flashes of what she's capable of, but no real fluency or fluidity. They are challenging this. Coach Giovanni Caprara's team, presumably for a block touch. It looked like the hit was long beyond the baseline. In truth, he doesn't look, Caprara, like he expects it to be overturned, but we'll see. It would be a miracle from here if Azerbaijan were to come back and even challenge for this first set. As it stands, it's a 12-point Brazilian lead at 20-8. If you're new to the sport, it is first to 25 in each set, best of 5 sets. If we do go to a 5th set, it's first to 15. There you see the pictures. There is a little touch. The blocker to the right of that image is the one we were looking at, and it was the little finger on the right hand, just slightly brushed. So Azerbaijan get the score. Might that spark them into life? Another for Rahimova, who's got 4 of their 9. They're struggling on serve, though. It's a couple recently that have floated out of bounds. Adina Aliyeva, the captain, with that one. Brazil up by 11. Making a few changes. Roberta and Paula had come in briefly. They go back out. Macris comes back in as Brazil revert to the lineup that started the set. Macris Carneiro, part of the Minas team that's recently won the Brazilian Women's Super League. There are plenty of players from that club side on this Brazilian international roster, so they know each other well from a domestic and international perspective. In fact, 5 of the 6 players on court right now apply their trade for Minas, the Brazilian champions. Point there for Elena Hasanova for Azerbaijan. It's just one small stitch in a wide open wound. on a big right-hand blow from Gabi. The line drive lands with authority. Brazil 4 points away from taking the set. Does that touch the line? It was very close. The point has been awarded to Azerbaijan. I thought perhaps about whether to challenge or not. We're going to see changes for Azerbaijan now. Anastasia Gabanova coming in, the number 3. So too Maria Kiriliuk on serve, the 24-year-old middle blocker. That looked like it was going long, but Gabi still got a piece of it, and we'll never know. Brazil get the point anyway through Mara Leao. They've just been so strong here as Anna Beatriz comes back in, an 11-point lead, 3 points away from taking the set, and almost now in cruise control. Azerbaijan just battling away to try and make the scoreline look as respectable as possible. Fighting for each and every point and seeing where it takes them. That score for Aishan Abdulazimova. Ibrahimova comes back in. 10 points the deficit. Against the double block for the score from Tandara Kaisheta. Those 3 players who scored in double figures yesterday, all of them looking like they're going to get there again here today. The way they've started this match in this first set, Tandara, Gabi and Lorene. Rahimova. She looks capable of hitting double figures as well. I made that 5 for her already. Everybody out struggling to score for Azerbaijan. It's their one weapon against Brazil's 3. Rene's touch, a delicate one. Dug out on the 3-meter line. Oh, look at that, the quarterback sneak move from Macris Carneiro, beating 3 Azerbaijan players. So cleverly disguised. A couple were already down on the deck. Macris with a no-look score. That is world class. A whole heap of set points for Brazil. All the way to the backcourt from Tandara. Exploding down the pipe. And Brazil make it 4 sets from 4. Comfortable on home soil in Azerbaijan. At the biggest set so far at 25-13. I think they are going to challenge it. It looked like it landed into me, but it was close to the baseline. Well, they're challenging for a footfall. Now you can see there was not one. No touch of the 3-meter line. The point stands for Brazil. And the set is theirs. Brazil take it 25-13. Azerbaijan have to try and fight back in the second now to keep their very faint hopes of making the Olympics alive. Some more Brazilian brilliance here in Uberlândia. On home soil, Brazil win the first set 25-13 in a time of 25 minutes as they look to go 2-0 in this World Olympic qualifying tournament. And we have very much the potential that they will set up a winner-takes-all matchup tomorrow against Dominican Republic, providing Dominican Republic beat Cameroon in the second match on this court later on today. That is what we expect to happen, given the quality of the sides here in Group D. Brazil were the strong favourites. Dominican Republic performing so well yesterday, though, in their big win over Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan battered by Brazil in set one here. Plenty of action going on around the globe over the various 6 groups, with the 6 group winners taking a ticket to Tokyo. Earlier today in Pool B, China beat Czech Republic in straight sets. Turkey beat Germany 3-1. Over in Pool E, Korea beat Canada 3-1. In Pool A, Serbia beating Thailand in straight sets. In Pool F, Netherlands currently 2 sets up over Belgium. Russia leading Mexico by a set to love, and 16-15, 16-5 rather, in the second set of the second matchup in Pool E. There's plenty more to come later on. Poland against Puerto Rico in Pool A, Italy against Kenya in Pool F, Cameroon against Dominican Republic here in Pool D. And Argentina, Bulgaria, USA, Kazakhstan to come very late on from Pool C. For all of those other groups, it is the opening day of competition for Group D here. We got going a day earlier, so this is match 2 out of 3. Azerbaijan yet to win a set, do win the first point of set 2. Brazil answer back with interest. Mara Leao 1-1. Middle blocker on the mark. It's a shot serve reception, gobbled up above the net by Mara Leao again. Back-to-back points for her, and back-to-back points for Brazil to get back ahead, back in control. After Azerbaijan were given a bit of hope with that opening score. Right on top of the net again. Reached, though, fairly this time. It was very close to being a reaching over call against Azerbaijan. They can set right on the net here. And drilled through a gap by Aliyeva. The captain ties it up at 2-2. Shifted it quick enough so that that double block couldn't form. There was a big gap to exploit, and Aliyeva took full advantage of it. Macri setting down off her knees, tipped over the top of the net defense. Rahim over to strike it against the triple block. 3 of them sewn tightly together for Brazil, shutting down Azerbaijan's biggest weapon. The high hanging pass there that went all the way up to the rafters allowed the time for the Brazilian frontline defense to form. Casanova this time with the snapshot. That's the difference. The difference between the high hanging pass and the quick low pass. No time for the Brazilian blockers to get in position. 3-3. Azerbaijan matching Brazil over the first 6 points of set 2. Ooh, that looked long. It was. Dina Aliyeva putting her palm to her forehead in frustration. She knows that she should have taken that. Azerbaijan cannot afford to blow opportunities like that against this Brazilian team. Here she comes looking to make amends, Aliyeva. And she can't. Off the top of the net and out of bounds. No touch off the defense, so a couple of attack kit errors from Medina Aliyeva sees Brazil up by 2. Geraldo Teixeira on serve for Brazil helped put together the run that saw them pull away in set 1. Tandara trying to kick it up to keep it alive, but unable to do so. There'll be no run on serve for Lorena this time. Had a good chance to hit it, Tandara, but the Azerbaijani blockers penetrating the net well, directing it right down to the floor. Here she comes, Tandara again, all the way to the backcourt this time, but too long. So after the 2 errors from Aliyeva, a couple of tough ones for Tandara, and Azerbaijan are back level again. They did keep close to Brazil for much of the early exchanges of the first set. What a hit that was. Through the eye of a needle for Ana Beatriz. Brazil led by 2 at the first technical timeout in set 1. 2 points away from getting to the technical timeout here in set 2 with the 1-point edge. It was after that technical timeout that they started to pull away. Rahimova didn't get a run-up. Tipped over by Tandara, a chance to set. Samadova on the move, the blockers deflecting it at a lovely angle, and Macris there to tip it. Just over the top of the net, Brazil up by 2. Maybe they're looking to pull away even earlier in set 2. Tandara to serve. The back set, it was a lovely one as well, provided a big opportunity to get past the defense, but they still couldn't. Samadova tips it over the top, helped up, but 2 players scrambling for the ball, get in each other's way. Lorena and Ana Beatriz. Azerbaijan get back in touch. Lena Hasanova to serve. Can they get level before the technical timeout? Macris with the back set, and the finish from Ana Beatriz. Brazil into the technical timeout with an 8-6 lead, the exact same lead they had at this stage in the first set. Azerbaijan need to make sure that Brazil don't go on a run off the back of this break.
When they attack slow, let's be better in our first touch and try to set, make the first touch a little bit better. Transition, then you can set 5 sometimes.
Bola de novo. Tem que ficar esperto nessa coisa de cobertura do ângulo. Pra quem tá lá, pra quem tá aqui. No meio, olha agora, galera.
And a point from Ana Beatriz to take Brazil into the technical timeout. Coach Giovanni Caprana not happy at all. Brazil haven't yet shown their dominance in this second set as Azerbaijan look to raise their game to match the challenge that Brazil so emphatically laid out in set 1. Samadova, well ducked in the backcourt by Ana Beatriz. As I said, this is where Brazil went on a run in set 1 to blow it wide open. It was 8-6 at the technical timeout of set one, and the score then exploded to 20-8. A 12-2 Brazil run off the back of the technical timeout. Azerbaijan challenging that one, not getting the result that they wanted. No touch. Even a run half as good as that one from set one here in set two for Brazil would put significant distance between themselves and Azerbaijan. But the team in red determined not to let that happen. Kristina Jakubova to serve. And Azerbaijan back within one. So talk of a 12-2 run off the back of the technical timeout in set one. Azerbaijan have already scored 2 points since the technical timeout here in set two. Rahimova into the backcourt. Azerbaijan back level. Instead, it's the road team putting together a run. This crowd is about as quiet as it's been at any point, either tonight or last night. All the way through off a couple of players from Lorene. Brazil nudge their noses back ahead. That's a lovely hit from Yelizaveta Samardova on the angle, sliced from the far side to the near side, past the block. In between that gap on this near side of the front court and back court defensive players. And the ace on serve as well. Azerbaijan are ahead from 3 down. How about that? A bit of everything coming off now for Azerbaijan. They have gone on a 5-2 run since the technical timeout. Makri's backcourt attack is too long. There's a smile now on the face of Giovanni Caprara. Azerbaijan lead by 2. They're only 1 point away from their tally in the whole of the first set. Coach José Roberto of Brazil calling the timeout.
E aí o que nós vamos esperar o quê? O tempo inteiro a gente treina isso. Agora temos que fazer, senão não vai dar certo. Não vamos diminuir a pegada não, porque o time vai para cima. Ontem o segundo set foi a mesma coisa.
Azerbaijan here in set 2, and in particular since the technical timeout, the absolute antithesis of what we saw from them in set 1 when they were bulldozed by a brilliant Brazil performance. Now it's the team in red who are on top. For how long though, is the question. Brazil looking to retaliate. A quick score, Mara Leão getting up against the individual blocker. Gabi Guimarães serving to try and get Brazil level. Rahimova, right-hand hit, off the block and off the libero as well, kept alive by Brazil. Had to be helped over by Lorene. They can set right on top of the net. Recovered by Macris in the backcourt. A chance to hit it for Lorene. Fantastic rally, tipped over by Mara. Another chance here, Aliyeva over the top of the double block. They're all scrambling around to try and get there. Azerbaijan will reload. Rahimova will fire and will score. A mega rally finished by Azerbaijan's megastar. Brazil digging deep on defense, but couldn't stop Polina Rahimova in the end. Macris back set coming in. Did it find a piece of the line? Yes, it did, from Lorene with pinpoint precision. It is a tight and tense second set. Mara Leao on serve. Brazil down by 1. Really good serve receptions now we're seeing from Azerbaijan. Putting the ball right back on top of the net for the setter. By doing so, they have all of their attack hit options around them. It makes it far more difficult for the Brazilian defense to guess the right option and to get in position. These two trading points now. Azerbaijan already have more points here in set 2 than they had in the whole of set 1. They lead Brazil 14-13. Again, the serve reception right back on top of the net. Rahimova rattles the libero in the backcourt. They'll have to come again with Aliyeva against the block for the score. Azerbaijan up by 2 and only 1 point away from the second technical timeout of the second set. And they won't want that technical timeout right now. They are riding a wave of momentum. The block landing out of bounds off Samadova. It was very close to striking Ana Beatriz on its way out. Fine margins at this world level competition. Brazil back within 1, looking to hold off that technical timeout for as long as they can. Tandara's serve. Again, the serve reception right back on top of the net. And Azerbaijan will get there into the technical timeout with a lead of 2 points, having trailed by 2 at the first technical timeout of this set. Gabi beaten and then getting in the way of her libero, Leia Silva. Azerbaijan leading 16-14. Teams separated by a humongous 18 places in the FIVB World Rankings. Brazil comfortably winning 3 sets from 3 yesterday. Azerbaijan losing all of their 3 sets yesterday. And Brazil bulldozing Azerbaijan in the first set of this one, but you would not know it from what we've seen here in the second set. Azerbaijan have responded so admirably to the challenge that Brazil have laid out. They lead by 2 off the back of the second technical timeout. The deficit halved by Paula Borgo Badani Gedges. Substitutes second point of the match. Now can Brazil get level? Make the change again. Carolina da Silva coming in for the first time. And a Beatriz Correa to serve. Fantastic serve reception again. Rakhimova against the block. Alieva helping it up off her knees. Tipped into the double block though by Samadova. And Brazil are level, 16-16. They were on fire in the first set. They're looking to rekindle their flame here in the second. Rakhimova from the 3-meter line. She's so adept at that. When a little off balance, not quite on the same wavelength as her setter perhaps. It wasn't ideal, the set that time, but she was still able to adjust and get it to land. As does Paula off the perfect set. A couple of quick fire points for her, 17-17. The back set from Roberta, another substitute. Paula's serve now. This time the serve reception further away from the net, but Rakhimova shows how she can score in so many different ways. That was a delightful, delicate finish. Samadova to serve. And the big retaliation from Brazil. Carolina with the line drive that lands in the corner. It gave a few of their key players a brief break. They'll come back in now, Lorene and Macris. This second set going right down to the wire. Fantastic serve, that one. A chance for Brazil to get on top of the rally. On their own serve for the first time in a long time. Lorene Geraldo Teixeira, Brazil ahead, 19-18. Back off the bench, back with a bang. And Azerbaijan, having held off the challenge of Brazil for so long, will now call a timeout to try and turn the tide back in their favour.
When spike opposite, when spike fast, Carol that's inside now, or 20 more line. Okay, he block I mean. Okay, come on.
Azerbaijan, the big underdogs in this group. Although they still would have dared to dream, I'm sure, of a place at Tokyo 2020. If those dreams are going to remain alive, they have to come through and win this second set. Another shack serve reception. Brazil serving better now and getting their just reward. Lorene again. When Azerbaijan were holding off the challenge of Brazil, it was all down to the serve. Their receptions were putting the ball right back to the setter on the net. This time, Brazil have changed it up, and it's not happening. That time the serve's short, though. Hasanova comes back in for Azerbaijan. First to 25 in the set. They're looking to get level again with Aishan Abdulazimova on serve. Macris with the set. Tandem attack. Coming in on the near side block was Lorene. Difficult hit from the 3-meter line, getting underneath the ball. Tandara stopped by the block, which was allowed time to get into position. And Azerbaijan locked the scores level again. Plenty of time to shuffle across. And hard for Tandara to generate enough power and precision to beat the block. It's a soft one to give away from Azerbaijan on serve, though. It is tight and tense towards the finish of set 2. Carolina da Silva to serve, the substitute. A tough one to field as well. Aliyeva against the block. Kept alive in the backcourt. Back set to this near side. They'll come again, Brazil. Macris to set from the 3-meter line. Tandara off the top of the double block for the score. And she lets out a huge roar, having failed on her previous attack-hit attempt. She put all of her power and frustration into that one and got it to stick. And the celebration told the whole story. Brazil leading by 2. Azerbaijan timeout again. Brazil have just started to overpower Azerbaijan as Tandara Kaisheta overpowered the double block on that previous point. Azerbaijan have put just about everything into this second set, and they're still, as it stands, coming up short. Rakhimova locked and loaded once more. Always seems to find a way, and she really has rediscovered her scoring touch after a difficult start to the match. Still hasn't found form on serve yet at this tournament. There you go, right on cue. Polina Rakhimova. No player scored more aces than her through the whole of round 1 at the World Championships last year. And that is her first of this tournament this weekend. Azerbaijan from 2 down level, 22-22, and now it's a Brazilian timeout.
Para a posição 1, tá? O fundo é ruim. Repara que aí encaixa, atenção, sai para qualquer lado. É mesmo, direção, mesmo régua. Repara, vambora, bom passe. Traz a bola, vambora.
Azerbaijan had some promising moments at that World Championships last year. They've never qualified for the Olympics, but that was their 3rd World Championships last year, and they finished 15th overall despite plenty of positivity in that first round. Rakhimova was the spark, and she might just be the spark of a second set comeback here. Back-to-back aces. It's taken long enough, but Polina Rakhimova showing what she's all about. Azerbaijan's flame is still flickering. A chance to take this next point as well. Far side against the Brazilian block and down for the score. 2 set points for Azerbaijan. Look what it means on court and on the bench. This would be a huge blow to Brazil. Polina Rakhimova coming up big when it matters the most. What a serve, fielded by Gabi. Hit back, there's a whistle. It's going to be a Brazil point. There is a challenge requested by Azerbaijan, though. Anastasia Gurbanova adamant that it needed to be challenged. There was a net touch, wasn't there? off Gurbanova, the Brazilian point. No room for error in terms of this second set on serve, though, for Brazil. It is another set point for Azerbaijan as Gurbanova comes out. Loreni Geraldo Teixeira, who put together a really good run on serve back in set one. Gets it over, that's the first hurdle. Good serve reception though. Running attack down the line. Hasanova drills it down to the deck. And Azerbaijan take a set off the two-time Olympic champions Brazil. The first set they've won here in Group D. The first set that Brazil have lost on home soil in Uberlândia. And this match is all tied up at one set apiece. After a dominant first set for Brazil, Azerbaijan showing a retaliation to be admired in set two as they win it 25-23. Just witnessed a tremendous show of quality and character from Azerbaijan to tie this match at one set apiece against the group host Brazil. A half-hour second set. And Azerbaijan coming from 3 down to win it 25-23. And now we go to a pivotal third. Just a reminder of the scoring system in this group. Only the group winners will go to Tokyo 2020. The win-loss record is paramount, but if teams are tied in that regard, it goes down to points. And you get 3 points for a win in 3 or 4 sets, 2 points for a win in 5 sets, and 1 point for a defeat in 5 sets. So Brazil will be desperate to sew this up in the next 2 sets. Azerbaijan, though, look absolutely rejuvenated and certainly not affected by the atmosphere here in Uberlândia. These fans trying to get back behind their team. Azerbaijan now really just enjoying the occasion. Playing with confidence for the first time in this group this weekend. Samadova against the block, recovered by Alieva, diving in the backcourt. Here comes Rahimova. A real battle for the first score of the third set, and a huge roar from this crowd. Tandara Kaisheta with the decisive blow. Back and forth it went. Brazil seemed to be on the back foot. And then Tandara arrived with a rocket of a right hand. Rahimova squeezing it down the line and into the corner over the top of the defense at the net. She's so good at knowing which attack kit option to use. She led the team with 11 points yesterday, but we didn't see anywhere near this kind of form in that defeat to Dominican Republic. This is the real Rahimova here. Aliyeva from the far side, Azerbaijan ahead in the third set. It just looks like a completely different team to the one we saw in set one. And in all honesty, the one we saw at any point of their defeat yesterday. Brazil answer back through Gabi Guimarães. Level at 2-2. She started well, but the scoring has dried up for her until that moment. Tipped over the top, but there's an error, a fault on the attack kit. It's an illegal use of the hand in terms of the technique, spotted straight away by the first referee. See the Azerbaijani player cradling the ball. Aliyeva coming in far side, shut down, and Brazil lead 4-2. Ana Beatriz, who was their best blocker at the Nations League, where she averaged 0.7 stuffs per set, their third top scorer at that tournament. That's a long deflection off the block, and that's the difference between penetrating and not. The Brazilian blockers not able to get their arms over the top of the net, not given time to do so. And that means that the ball angles long or away to the sides and off the court. Oh, what a block that is for Azerbaijan. Right down the centre, they're back level at 4-4. Zé Roberto not happy again. The one-on-one rejection by Hasanova. Abdulazimova to serve. It's a lovely finish for Brazil, although Azerbaijan are not happy. They want a fault called. Prodded through the gap. Coach Caprara not happy either. Rahimova just can't miss right now. Azerbaijan scintillating number 17 at it again. Two aces in that second set. And that was a fizzing serve as well to the backcourt. Gabi to try and return it with interest. These two trading big blows again. Azerbaijan superstar with the big serve. Brazil's superstar with the big hit. Over 94K. That serve too long. It is such a difficult skill. And sometimes the players make it look easy when it is anything but. A slight miscalculation makes all the difference. Covered by the diving Samadova. Far side hit against the feet of the libero by Gabi. The back set from Macris. Gabi beating the block. No chance for Aliyeva to adjust in the backcourt. 7-6 Brazil. And the ace as well to carry them into the technical timeout with the lead. The exact same scoreline that we had at this stage in sets 1 and sets 2. It went very different from this point onwards in those 2 sets. What will happen after the break here in set 3? Looks as though it's going to be another tight battle here in set 3. A pivotal set after Azerbaijan levelled the match in the second with such a resilient, resourceful performance. Whoever loses this third set has to win 2 in a row to take the match, and in truth, Azerbaijan in particular need the win and the maximum 3 points by taking it in 4 sets. Hasanova, they are really in the mood again though. Hasanova coming to the fore, helping out Rakhimova's scoring. They've had a bit from Aliyeva as well, and Samadova. Early on it was only Rakhimova who was firing. They're getting a bit of variety in that offense. There's Aliyeva from the backcourt. Back set Brazil, far side, drilled down to the deck by Lorene. Brazil back up by 2. Another huge hit over 95k. How on earth do you deal with that? Dina Aliyeva, not even time to get down to her knees. That was very close to the baseline, but just beyond it. Kristina Jakubova's serve. Back set Macris, again coming in, this time going down the line, Lorene. Looking to carry the Brazilian offense right now, the 23-year-old. The player who scored a joint team-high 20 points in the Nations League final earlier this summer. Brazil losing in 5 sets to the USA. Rakhimova, another for her. She leads all scorers in this match. She is a player who's capable of carrying her team on her back. 58 points she had in one match, playing in Japan back in 2015, which set a new world record in any domestic league. Tandara fizzes it all the way through. Brazil just about holding off the challenge of Azerbaijan for now. They're really having to work for each and every score now, though. It was coming so easily back in the first set. It has been anything but across sets 2 and 3. And Azerbaijan answer right back straight away. His team struggling to build any momentum. So long as Azerbaijan are right there, snapping away at the heels of Brazil, They will put the hosts under significant pressure if they can take it this close late into the set. The block just deflecting out of bounds off the hit from Gabi, although Azerbaijan have been awarded the point hit. Let's see what happens. Gabi's hit comes back off Gabi. It just catches her face, I think, on the way off the block. Abdulazimova's serve. So a level at 11, and that was a serve reception right back to the top of the net. It just teased and tempted Azerbaijan to reach over. They might challenge this call. The Brazilian player at the net had to be careful that she didn't reach over. Instead, the reach over came from the other side, according to the official at least, but Azerbaijan don't feel that was the case. We're right at the midway point of what could be the midway set in this big matchup. Azerbaijan will have surprised quite a few people with their performance so far here. No surprise in the awarding of that point, though. It remains with Brazil. They lead 12-11. Rahimova, once again, she just seems to figure out a way. Just got it to stick inside of the block. She lands so many that look so close. It's certainly not by luck. Right back to the corner, just beyond it though from Lorene. Azerbaijan ahead here against Brazil in the third set. That was close, fine margins again. Back-to-back scores for Azerbaijan. Rahimova, a big weapon on serve for them. And it leads to a score. Despite the diving reception from Leia Silva, she could only deflect the ball back onto the Azerbaijani side of the floor. And from there, Odina Alieva cleaned up. Azerbaijan lead by 2. Timeout called by Coach Zé Roberto of Brazil.
Com confiança no saque, ela vai enfiar a porrada, divide duas passarelas para cada uma, só para segurar o saque, antes de ter a saída funda e a entrada, sem estourar o passe. Aí, ó, não podemos deixar crescer, moçada.
What started out as a stroll in the park for Brazil has become a heated exchange, a heated battle that went deep in the second set and threatens to do so again here in the third. Brazil half the deficit and get back within 1. The long cross-court pass was measured to perfection. No time for the blockers to penetrate the net, so it deflects off the top and beyond the reach of Samadova on the baseline. Alieva scoring for Azerbaijan. They're holding off the attention of Zé Roberto's team right now. 1 point away from the second technical timeout. 15-13. Gabi to set from distance against the block from Lorene. Out of bounds just. Azerbaijan thinking about a challenge. It is going to be challenged. Difficult to tell on that first angle that we've seen. I think it might have just caught the line. It does! The finest of margins. And that is symbolic of how tight this second set has been. Azerbaijan up by 3. And by a whisker with that last score. They lead by 3 at the technical timeout.
Chegando e tá entrando, tocando, isso que eles estão lá, tá? Comandando o fundo, atenção para orientar se tá passando ou não lá, é no fundo a mesma coisa, tá? E as bolas estão altas, a gente precisa ajustar. Primeira coisa, nossa vibração, galera. Jogar com a
Brazil will be desperate to get this one sewn up as quickly as possible, given they may well go on to face Dominican Republic tomorrow in an all-or-nothing battle for that ticket to Tokyo. If it pans out the way we expect it to, Azerbaijan have made a lot of people think again, I'm sure. Brazil now looking to battle back. From 3 down. They're back within 2. The serve into the net, though. Can you imagine if Azerbaijan take back-to-back sets against Brazil? What a turn up for the books that would be. Alishan over to serve. The big kick, putting a dent in the floor from Lorene. Another close to 95 kilometers per hour. Another for Lorene. Another attempt at getting back in business for Brazil. Squeezed through a gap by Abdulazimova. Trading points is just not good enough right now for Brazil. His team need to put together a run, and they are running out of time to do so. Kristina Jakubova to serve. Did that catch a piece of the line? It was very close. We've had so many close calls in this third set in particular. Jakubova floating it. Well, we saw a challenge that was in by a whisker. That one perhaps was out by a whisker. Paula coming in for Brazil. Roberta in as well to serve. Azerbaijan just will not budge. Samardova with the score this time. They're holding Brazil at arm's length. The team who have never qualified for the Olympics with the edge in a pivotal third set over the two-time Olympic champions. Rahimova, lovely. Beating everybody to the backcourt. Azerbaijan by 4. Rahimova red hot. And leading the charge here for Azerbaijan against Brazil. Timeout called by the hosts.
A defesa e bloqueio aqui precisa só ajustar. O saque já melhorou um pouquinho. Ah, devagar. Aí, atenção, o saque correndo na frente. Ei,
vamos virar!
Corredor dentro. Tá Tá mexendo um pouquinho na última hora, deixa.
Can this crowd in Uberlândia get Brazil back in contention here in the third set? Or will they be faced with the challenge of winning back-to-back sets to win the match? And that would be far from ideal for a number of reasons. Firstly, they would not be able to take maximum points, and secondly, they would play a lot of minutes ahead of what could be a pivotal matchup tomorrow. But they have to think about here today first. Rahimova tipped over the top, back set to the far side, into the double block. Against the double block on the near side by Paula. Azerbaijan overdrive right now, they lead by 5. They are going from strength to strength, and Brazil don't quite know what's hit them. The double block far side, and then shifting all the way across in the middle. Abdulazimova to the opposite side, working so well with the blockers on either side of it. Paula against the block again. No way through for Brazil. Azerbaijan in the ascendancy still. This has been a spectacular response after being steamrolled in set 1. They only scored 13 points in the first set. They won the second by 2. They are winning the third by 6. Brazil still believe, but they do not look confident. We'll have a timeout here, or a substitution in fact, with a 5-point deficit. It's Amanda Francisco who comes in. Azerbaijan back up by 6 and only 2 points away. It looks inevitable now. The fact that they have got into this position of relative comfort is so impressive. Do not write off Brazil in this set just yet, given all the offensive weapons that they possess, but as it stands, it looks like there's no stopping Azerbaijan. The team ranked 22nd in the world up against the team ranked in 4th. A team who've never been to the Olympics against the 2-time Olympic champions. Brazil are looking to qualify for their 11th straight Olympic Games. They're the only National Olympic Committee to have appeared in the women's tournament at each of the last 10 editions. And Azerbaijan, as I say, have never been there. This would be some story. Abdulazimova to serve. Azerbaijan up by 6. There's plenty of sorting out going on with the second referee on this near side. 17-23 the score as it stands. The officials communicating with each other. There's a long wait to take this serve for Aishan Abdulazimova. Could that benefit Brazil? You have to feel that this is a must-win point for Brazil. Otherwise, you've got 7 set points for Azerbaijan. Abdulazimova. Fielded by the libero Leia, hit by Gabi. It's too long, but there's a touch along the way. Azerbaijan was celebrating. Gabi didn't look convinced. And those pictures don't look convincing, but there's no challenge. Brazil get 1 back. They need 5 more. The serve all the way through. Rahimova overhead from off the court. Alieva into the block. Back-to-back points for Brazil. Back in business. These Brazilian fans finding their voices again as well.
Meio fundo para ajustar a defesa para a posição 1.
Isso aí, galera, não desarma na bola.
Points in succession for Brazil. They still trail by 4. Set to Rahimova. Recovered in the backcourt. Cross-court pass Macris. Gabi stopped by the double block. Azerbaijan have a handful of set points in set 3. Rahimova with the rejection. She has been talismanic for Azerbaijan over sets 2 and 3. And what a turnaround it's been. Recovered by the libero, Alieva, but her teammate Hasanova couldn't get down to it quick enough. Brazil still breathing in set 3. Still need to score 4 points in a row from here. Another set point for Azerbaijan. A long serve, dealt with by Alieva just about. Back set, Rahimova from the backcourt against the block. A chance to set on top of the net for Brazil. Back set, far side, drilled on the diagonal by Lorene. Playing the role of cheerleader as well with her celebration. Back-to-back scores again from Brazil, but no room for error. They still need another 3 in a row. Macris Carneiro to serve again. Set point number 3 for Azerbaijan. The set to the backcourt, Rahimova to finish it, lands back in. Cross to the far side, Alieva, too long, did it get a touch? The official says no. The fans agree, and Brazil have scored 3 in a row. Will they challenge this? It was in between the two blockers. There is a challenge. If this point is overturned, Azerbaijan have won the set. There's no touches there. Yes, there is. They're saying a touch, and that will do it. It was very close, but Azerbaijan will take the 3rd set and take a 2-1 lead over the 2-time Olympic champions here on Brazilian soil. What a turnaround by the lowest ranked team in this group. Brazil now have to come from behind and win both sets 4 and 5. Azerbaijan put themselves in the driver's seat as they take the 3rd set, 21-25. have seen a spectacular turnaround from Azerbaijan here in Uberlândia against the host Brazil. Azerbaijan, who came into this match on day 2 of this World Olympic qualifying tournament for Tokyo 2020 without even winning a set against a Brazilian team that hadn't come anywhere near losing a set, and a Brazilian team that dominated set 1 of this matchup. And now Azerbaijan have won 2 in a row and are 1 set away from taking their first victory and keeping their Olympic dream alive. 25-21 third set in a time of 30 minutes. After taking the second set 25-23, another half-hour set, and that after Brazil had won the first set 25-13. This group might not pan out the way we expected it to. Azerbaijan looking to throw a spanner in the works. We still have Dominican Republic against Cameroon to come on this court later on. The start of that one might well be delayed now, given how long this one is going on. There's still a long way to go. The group finishes with Cameroon, Azerbaijan and Dominican Republic against Brazil tomorrow. Only the group winners go to the Olympics. Rakhimova. That crease across to Gabi far side. A fault though on the set from Brazil. And Azerbaijan with the first point of set 4. This time a fault on the Azerbaijani side of the floor. Fault each, 1 point each at the start of the 4th set. A 4th set that Brazil have to win now. First to 25 again, of course. If Brazil do win it and we go to a decisive 5th set, that one is first to 15. Aliyeva found a gap. And Azerbaijan are looking to continue their momentum. Really showed in that 3rd set that the 2nd set was no fluke. They were able to maintain a consistent level of quality through an hour of volleyball. And they've scored 3 of the first 4 points in the 4th set as well. Brazil have just completely been knocked off their game. From pure dominance over the first 4 sets that they played in this group to losing back-to-back sets against the lowest ranked team in the group in front of a partisan home crowd as well. Mara Leal gets that one to land just about. Brazil looking to find their feet in the 4th set. And they are level, 3-3. Mara Leal stepping up with a couple of points in quick succession. That's long from the 3-meter line by some distance. Brazil with 3 in a row to get ahead for the first time here in this 4th set. Mara Leal looking to keep her run going on serve. And does, with the 2nd ace in this run. 4 quick-fire points in a row for Brazil. She dropped it short, and Samadova couldn't deal with it. Rahimova, recovered by Macris. Murat will help it up, helped over by Ana Beatriz. Alieva to hit it against the triple block. And in front of the backcourt cover as Macris dove over the 3-meter line, but couldn't get there quick enough. That brings to an end the run of Mara Leao on serve. Double block for Azerbaijan to stop Lorene. And they get level. 5-5. With Azerbaijan having their biggest service weapon locked and loaded on the baseline now in the form of Polina Rahimova. Fielded just in front of the baseline. Cross-court underarm pass. And hit off the block for the score. That's a big point for Brazil because it was a tough service reception. And they're able to stop Rahimova on serve. Substitute Amanda Francisco with the point. They can set right on top of the net. Tipped over the top to Macris. And Beatriz to Amanda Francisco, far side. Here come Azerbaijan against the block. And Beatriz trying to help it up. Azerbaijan level the score again. Beaten on the joust at the net. On that first occasion. And Ana Beatriz beaten with the big hit towards the block. Draw by Amanda Francisco. 2 Brazilians jousting for it. Backcourt from the near side, getting it to stick. Lorene. Brazil ahead 7-6. Remember, they have led 8-6 at the technical timeout in each of the first 3 sets. Although had that lead overturned in both sets 2 and 3. Amanda Francisco's serve helped up just at the net, tipped over the top to the empty space in the back corner, out of the reach of Amanda. A gaping hole in the Brazilian defense. So this is the best position that Azerbaijan have been in before the technical timeout in any of the sets. They will go into the technical timeout behind, but this time only by 1. Brazil leading 8-7.
A única que salvou no drible, ela no drible. As outras não. Nem a 8, nem a 5. Tá? Galera, é tocar na China. Ela não pode virar. Subiu, começamos a defender agora. Vambora, vai!
This has been an almighty battle between Azerbaijan and Brazil, and it looks set to continue here in set 4. These 2 trading blows and remaining close, heading into the first technical timeout, as close as they have ever been at this stage. Can Brazil bounce back to force a 5th? Or can Azerbaijan cause an almighty upset and win it in 4. That'll do for Brazil off the back of the timeout. The double block to double their lead. Mara Leao has been key in this 4th set so far. The number 1, the big middle blocker. Samedova off the side of the block, answers back for Azerbaijan. Does not bode well for Brazil that every time Azerbaijan have been able to keep it close, they have gone on to win it. Brazil feeling the pressure on home soil. Just about everybody expects them to win this group and to book their place at Tokyo 2020. That is a great deal of pressure. Azerbaijan back level at 9-9. Of course, being one of the big guns in international volleyball, dealing with pressure is just part of the job. Brazil have struggled to do that so far. Moves themselves back ahead again. Whenever Brazil come back and hit Azerbaijan with something, though, Azerbaijan don't look flustered. They look calm and composed and confident. Knocked over by Jakubova. That crease with a snap set. Mara somehow stopped. Despite the quick release, Gabi against the block. Brazil able to double their advantage. Back to 2. Really having to work for the score. Zalieva behind that first hit from Mara. Gabi getting it to go off the block of Samedova. Back set falling down to her knees from Rahimova far side, or Jakubova rather. Azerbaijan back within a whisker. These 2 trading points right now as we move towards the midway point of the 4th set. Samedova's serve. A long serve reception, and Azerbaijan will get level. That crease, little she could do about it after the initial reception was too long. That crease setting across court this time to the far side to Loreni. Overhead to Rahimova, near side, drills it on the inside of the double block and past the backcourt cover defense. Rahimova has been so consistent throughout. It is a huge performance that she's putting together here. And Mara putting together a huge performance of her own in the 4th set. I believe that's 4 of Brazil's 12 points from their number 1. Gabi's serve. Rahimova coming in far side with the body shot. Too much power. And she scores yet again. That incredible tally continues to rise. What a way to respond to a disappointing performance for her last night and a disappointing performance for Azerbaijan. Brazil answer back. We are level at 13. The way this one's going, you almost feel we should just skip to 2020 because you can't see either team pulling away. Rahimova. She sliced it off the mark this time. She hasn't made too many attack hit errors throughout the course of these 4 sets. Rahimova again, off the top of the block, batted into the lights. Up by Mara. Hit from the 3-meter line. Gabi finding a way to finish. She just drilled it down the centre. The Azerbaijan defence getting time to get into position. A helping hand off the top of the net. And Brazil up by 2. Gabova's quick set was too flat. Tipped over the top of the block, 2 of them scrambling for it. Really, it needed only 1 of them. The 2 Brazilians somewhat getting in each other's way. The serve too long. Brazil lead by 2 at the second technical timeout of the 4th set. The 4th set that they have to win to keep the match alive. 16-14 to Brazil.
Chega o bloco um pouco mais para dentro, ele está passando, a diagonal está ficando toda aberta.
It's the first time these 2 are meeting over the last 7 World Olympic qualifying campaigns. They've only met once before in a major world level tournament. Brazil winning in straight sets back at the 2006 World Championships. What a second meeting on the world stage they are having here, and one that, in all honesty, we didn't really expect. Few would have predicted Azerbaijan being in this position. Brazil with the edge in set 4, but Azerbaijan leading by 2 sets to 1. Now there's a concern for Azerbaijan. Kristina Yagubova going down her to shake it off. Just trips as she loses her footing. It looks like she'll be okay. Brazil up by 3 though. Yagubova good to go. Better serve. Not back by Yagubova. Rahimova had to tip it over. And a big hit over the top of the net from Ana Beatriz. Brazil up by 4, creating a bit of breathing room. The first time they've done that in some time. They struggled to pull away at any point in sets 2 and 3. They're starting to find their flow again. Timeout Azerbaijan.
Stop. What is the problem? We have a problem if you lose the match. You can imagine which kind of problems they have if they lose.
Давай, девчонки, давай!
Stop.
Погнали, давай, погнали, готово!
Sometimes you get upset results on the middle day of competition when teams play 3 matches on 3 consecutive days, and that is usually because we see plenty of rotation in the lineups from the coaches. Big teams look to give big players rest. That has not happened here, and that is the most impressive thing about this Azerbaijan performance. All of the big guns for Brazil got the start. And Azerbaijan have more than matched them so far. Although they're starting to slip here in the fourth set. If Brazil take this, you would have to back them for the fifth, going in with momentum. Up by 5 here, 19-14. Though there is going to be a challenge from the Azerbaijani bench. Block touch. Beatriz close to it, but not touching it. Brazilian score, a 5-point lead for the hosts. And Azimova, the starting setter, comes back in. Jakubova to the bench. Seems to be okay after the injury, but she'll go and get a break anyway. Roberta to serve for Brazil. Azimova's set right onto Hasanova. Stopped by the block. Here comes Gurbanova to the backcourt. Gabi to try and help it over, then to help it up. Brazil will come again with Paula on the near side. They're unloading everything on Azerbaijan, and they finally find a way through thanks to Amanda Francisco. So Roberto emptying the bench, using his rotation. And getting rewards for those fresh figures on court. Likes of Paula, Roberta, Amanda, all on the court, having not started the match. Brazil closing in on the fourth set. This match is closing in on the 2-hour mark now. All the signs suggest it is going to go all the way to a 1-15 fifth set. We'll have a much better idea what that means for the group after we see the second match on this court this evening, Dominican Republic against Cameroon. Azerbaijan not done and dusted just yet in the fourth as they close the gap. Hasanova, they love that snapshot right at the centre for Hasanova, the number 7. It's a trademark move for Azerbaijan. Aliyeva needing a captain's serve. It was a low trajectory over the top of the net. Drilled down by Paula. The bench players for Brazil doing ever so well now, deep into the fourth. She smashes that one through the seam in the double block that was barely given time to form. Amanda Francisco to serve, with Brazil needing just 4 more points to take the fourth. Hasanova this time had to touch it over the block, and Beatriz helping it up. Gabi across court, getting it to land. Brazil closing in. These fans here in Uberlândia who had nothing but celebrations in a brief encounter last night with Cameroon, tonight they're getting their money's worth. This one going the distance. Azerbaijan back within 6. Brazil need just 3 more though. It seems inevitable now at this stage with this lead, but never say never. As Shafagat Alishanova comes in for Azerbaijan, she'll celebrate her 28th birthday tomorrow. There's a quick offense from Brazil, and the score for Ana Beatriz. A fault on the Azerbaijan side of the floor. So Roberto and his Brazilian fans pretty calm now about the end of this fourth set. It's a good job they've got a lead because, as I mentioned earlier, they have suffered under pressure when it's been tight in this match. Azerbaijan will scrap and claw to make it tight again as Rahimova comes back in after a little rest. Azerbaijan down by 6. Kristina Jakubova to serve. Oh, that one just finding a way inside the baseline. It was measured to perfection. The Brazilians may well have got out the way of it. They did, they tried to leave it. They paid the price. Quick offense from Mara Leal. Brazil have a handful of set points to keep this match alive. Rene will come back in to try and seal the deal. Giovanni Caprara contemplating now the inevitability of having to fight in a fifth. Cris Carneiro to serve for Brazil to try and see them over the line here in the fourth. Yet another for Rahimova. It's going to be some tally for her when it's all said and done. Still got to win each of the next 5, Azerbaijan. Stasia Besanova, the 19-year-old, serving, having come in from the bench. Alieva to help it over. Big chance now for Brazil to set right on top of the net, and for Mara Leal to finish it. She's been the standout scorer throughout large parts of that pressured fourth set that Brazil had to win. The Brazilians back from the brink and looking to avoid a humongous upset. We go right down to the wire to a fifth set, first of 15 to decide it all. Brazil looking to go 2-0 in this World Olympic qualifying tournament. Azerbaijan looking to keep their dreams alive. Absolutely nothing to separate the top-ranked team in the group and the lowest-ranked team in the group over the first 4 sets. Brazil taking the first 25-13, Azerbaijan bouncing back to take the second 23-25, and then the third 21-25 before Brazil responded to take the fourth 25-19. Coach Giovanni Caprara now trying to rally the Azerbaijani troops for an all-or-nothing fifth set. Plenty of damage done already for Brazil, even if they come through this one relatively unscathed. They will have put so many minutes in and may still be in a position, if it goes to plan from this point on, may still be in a position to face Dominican Republic tomorrow in a one-on-one matchup to decide who goes to Tokyo. That, of course, is if they come through this fifth set and if Dominican Republic beat Cameroon in the second match here on this court on day 2. Results elsewhere. Serbia beating Thailand in straight sets, Netherlands winning in straight sets against Belgium, Russia in straight sets against Mexico. Poland against Puerto Rico is in the second set, with Poland winning the first and just edging the second so far. Each and every point here in the fifth has a little extra significance. And Azerbaijan land the first blow, first to 15. What a story this would be if they could beat Brazil. They showed no signs whatsoever of struggling to deal with the atmosphere. It's nothing to lose, everything to gain kind of attitude from Azerbaijan. Rakhimova to the backcourt, rocks the libero. Gabi to return it with interest and to score Brazil's first point of the fifth. One of their superstars stepping up when it matters. What a lovely serve that was from Mara Leal, dropping it just over the top of the net and out of reach of the Azerbaijan libero. She has been superb in money time through the fourth set, which was must win, and now with that big point here in the fifth. Colliding with the net, and Azerbaijan will get the score. Cross court, the pass was too close to the net, it seemed, from Mara. That allowed Azerbaijan to have the opportunity. They took it clinically. Oh, what a block! Lorene stopped by the double block of Azerbaijan. The underdogs lead 3-2. Abdulazimova, who stuffed only one of her 13 block attempts yesterday, with a huge one here. And Brazil answer back through Ana Beatriz. Those Brazilian fans on the edges of their seats right now. They were going to run away with not just this match after the first set, but this group, the way they were performing. Anything but now. Kept up by Ana Beatriz, hit by Gabi to the baseline. Tremendous play by Alieva, the libero. The cross court, and Azerbaijan weather the Brazilian storm. And then come back with a lightning bolt of their own. What a performance from Azerbaijan. And a captain's contribution there from Adina Alieva. Crease tipping it, and Beatriz tipping it to the back corner. An impudent finish in difficult circumstances, stretching every fibre of those fingertips. Great court vision from Ana Beatriz, understanding where the defence was positioned and able to execute it. Alieva, a similarly special finish, catching the block on the way down to a gaping hole behind the front line of defence. 4 players in the backcourt, none of them able to get anywhere near it. A rocket of a serve from Rahimova. Gabi deflects back over. She'll reload, look to fire again, Gabi. This time the touch of finesse. Diving save, though, from Alieva. Hit from the 3-metre line, too long. Caught a little underneath the ball that time. And Brazil with the edge in the 5th set. And Beatriz to serve. I do beg your pardon, it's 5-5. Brazil looking for the edge. Azerbaijan say no. You just would not know it if you came in blind to this matchup, not knowing the history, not knowing the stats, not knowing the facts. Azerbaijan have been every bit an equal match for the 2-time Olympic champions. Still, nothing to separate these two who have put everything in. Change of ends comes when the leading team hits 8 points in this 5th set, first to 15. Off the top of the block, an Azerbaijani score, an Azerbaijani lead, and they're 1 away from forcing that change of ends. Back set Yagubova, deflected away on the hit from Hasanova off the right arm of Gabi. Alishanova to serve. What a response from Mara Leal. A takeoff over the top of the net from one of Brazil's biggest players. She is the tallest on their roster at 1.9 meters. Who's going to have the lead at the change of ends? Rahimova helps it up. The set then by Yagubova. The hit into the triple block. Brazil ahead. The slenderest of leads, but it gets the fans on their feet. Brazil up 8-7. Off the block from Loreni Geraldo Teixeira. Can Brazil survive an almighty scare, or will Azerbaijan cause an almighty upset? We're on to the final stretch of this marathon race. Gabi to serve as the Brazilian fans chant her name. And she responds with the ace. Their big player stepping up to the plate at a big moment. Brazil by 2. A little bit of breathing room in the pressure cooker that is this 5th set.
So, if you want to win, if you want to build your victory, you have to start with your attitude. Aggressive when they are slow. Aggressive, not defense. Okay? And when they push, up in the middle. Okay?
Nobody leaving early from this one. Brazil leading 9-7 in the 5th set as they look to go 2-0. Azerbaijan searching for their first win. If they don't get it, they are done in terms of their challenge for a place at the Olympics. Brazil able to help it up and now have to help it over. Tipped by Abdulazimova. Down the line, fielded by Rahimova. The hit on the near side, across court, fielded by the libero Lea Silva. Over the top of the blocker, Brazil get the point. They lead by 3. Picking up pace at just the right point in this 5th set. Gabby's delightful touch. Their superstar is providing all of the big moments now. The block landing out of bounds. That's going to be an Azerbaijan point. Let's have a look. The look on the faces of those in Brazilian yellow says it was close. I think what was close was whether it hit the body of Yelizaveta Samardova before it landed out. Great serve reception right on top of the net. Mara stopped to the net this time though. Snuck over by magical Macris. The second time she's produced that kind of finish in this match. Look at it, she has a little look there and knows where the gap is. Brazil lead by 3 again. Azerbaijan timeout.
5-1 without spike. Keep some lazy. So start position inside, in defense, and we try to defense everything if they don't spike. Okay? Especially position 4, if they spike super, especially position 4, 5 if you don't block. Okay?
Brazil need just 4 more points for the win. But we have seen so many points throughout this long, meandering matchup. How much character Azerbaijan have got. But what have they got left in their locker? They have left it all on the court. Are they going to slip away at the vital moment? There's your answer. No, they are determined to hang in the fight. Yelizaveta Samardova hanging in the air, landing a blow right back to Brazil off the back of the timeout. A point for Amanda Francisco. Brazil holding Azerbaijan at arm's length. They're back up by 3 and they're only 3 points away. It will have to be some finish from Azerbaijan here, but we know that they're capable of it. They came from behind to win sets 2 and 3. Brazil burst away to open up a gap and win set 4. Are they going to do the same in set 5? Rahimova against the block, which lands out of bounds. Azerbaijan back within 2. The back set right on the mark from Jakubova. The arms angled to the side by Anna Beatrice, carrying the ball out of bounds as Maria Kirilyuk comes in. In fact, she'll have to wait for her moment, a little too eager. The 24-year-old middle blocker. What a huge serve this is for her. this trajectory right towards the baseline, but Brazil deal with it brilliantly. It certainly gave them something to think about. They had all of the answers. Anna Beatriz with the score over the top of the net. Brazil just 2 points away from the win. Jakubova setting it to Hasanova, who nails it to the Brazilian libero Lea Silva. Whatever happens here, Azerbaijan have earned a point at least from taking it to a fifth, and they have earned the respect of everybody watching here in Brazil and around the world. Rahimova. There's the hit back by Brazil. Paula gets them within a whisker. Brazil on the brink. And to think they have been pushed to the brink by an Azerbaijani side who've never qualified for the Olympics, who are playing their very first World Olympic qualifying campaign even. Brazil, who get there, it seems, each and every time. Now Hasanova just wide of the line. They will certainly challenge this. Why not? They have to. As it stands, Brazil have won it 15-11. Will this point be overturned? There is just a little life left in the lungs of Azerbaijan. They are still alive. The ball catching the line. And still a chance for Azerbaijan to catch Brazil off guard. This marathon matchup goes on and on and on. Match point number 2 for Brazil. Alieva's serve, measured to perfection. Back to the baseline. Here comes Gabi to try and finish it, and she does! 2-0 for Brazil as they survive a big scare against Azerbaijan, pushed to their limits. They come through, and it just had to be Gabi with the final score as they take one huge step towards Tokyo. Celebrations all around this arena as the players rush from the bench and the crowd go wild in Uberlândia. Brazil win it in 5 sets as they take the 5th set here against Azerbaijan, 15-12.